All right, man. What's happening out there today? It is a rainy morning in the Philippines here. Pouring last night. Actually, it was rained so hard I had to call my son because I was on a motorcycle to come pick me up. So he came and got me and got back home, and it's been raining all morning here. Today, I wanted to do a video about the school. School enrollment is upon us again. So let's see, for Jammer and Princess. Princess she's going in the 11th grade. She's already in high school. So high school here starts in the 7th grade. So Princess was 35,000 pesos, which is about $700. And Jammer's was 54,000 because he's going from middle school to 7th grade high school this year. I think they start classes August 11th, according to my daughter. But some students here, they'll go year round, especially the nursing students. They go back and they study all summer because they want to have a means of income once they leave college, so they study extra hard. The schools here are great as far as what I'm concerned. College level, actually from what I've understood, that public schools and community colleges are better because you have to work a lot harder to get into those, and doing your, not actually to get in them, but to do your work and pass. It's just like anything else. Some of the more elite schools or whatever, you can get it kind of padded, which I think is cheating in a way. And my wife, actually, before, she told me that when she had a professor in Dipolog City, the professor told her that cheating is an art. I'm like, well, in the operating room, that's not an art. So you might pull that over here or whatever, but you won't pull that in the US when you're in the operating room. They'll kick you to the curb. You'll be on janitorial custodial work. So yeah, so you really got to get in the game, man, and work. These kids do. I mean, they work hard for their education. A lot of them have to quit school, and then they'll have to wind up going back when they have more money, So a lot of them just don't have money, so they'll work, or they'll get a relative who's working abroad to sponsor them. I know my wife, when she went to college, if I'm not mistaken, I think her uncle, who was a Filipino seaman, he actually kind of helped her. It's normal here for kids, when they reach school age, especially high school and up, to go live with another relative, or go work as a working student, or go work as a helper, or whatever they can do to, help make extra money for their school. It's that important. So it's a good opportunity. Princess, she's hard pressed into, she's already talking about she wants to become a doctor, but my understanding is correct, you have to become a nurse first, then you become a doctor. So she's working towards that. Jammer, he's one of them sleepers in the classroom. It's funny, when we used to take him to the Kingdom Hall, the church, whatever you want to call it. I mean, he was like a limp noodle. I couldn't get him to sit up, man. He would just like melt and slide down the chair. I mean, even laying on the floor, So he just has this ability about him to do that, which is crazy. But anyway, Princess is really looking forward to school. Like I say, Jammer, he just needs to get on board with the work. I told him, even with diving, because he's going SDI, and then I think Elvis is going to go for deep diving instruction. I'm not sure exactly what the term for it is, but he wants to deep dive, and then, which is an excellent career. So I think he's going to kind of pursue that more. And then Jammer, he's getting into nitrox diving, and then he's going to just keep moving forward with this thing, I think. So it's a great career that will take them. Jammer said eventually he wants to become a dive master instructor, which I think he would be kind of a good teacher type. So anyway, that's where they're progressing. But back to school, they'll start August 11th. The school here is from 7:30 to 5. I think you go in early at 7 and you do all the honors and stuff for Philippines for like an hour, and then it's like a big, whole school event that you do together with your classmates, so it forms a tighter bond and all. And then they get out at 5 o'clock. So usually my kids, they kind of just skip the formality. They go in on special occasions, but they'll get there, in time for school, and then they get out at 5, which are really, really long days. Thank God that the private schools here do have air conditioning. So yeah, they are pursuing that. And then of course the extras are mostly for like events. I think last year we spent maybe $300 extra on each one, because they had to either rent something or they chipped in so they can make costumes for school. And then for graduations and all, they just rent it. I think it was 200 pesos, which is $4 each. And then they give that back. So, everybody kind of works on a level of a budget here or whatever. But the school is really good. So we'll go back to, Elvis will be taking Princess and Jammer to school. Hopefully I'll be wrapping up this house here soon, and it is a lot of moving parts to that. I will do a second video probably today if the weather holds out on the house. Yesterday was a complete day from 6 a.m. until 4 in the afternoon of running and going and checking and picking up and pricing stone, pricing other tile, pricing air conditioners, looking for the quality of air conditioners here. Let's see, other things as far as crown mold, baseboard, sinks, shower heads, toilet paper holders, towel rods, cabinets. I was looking at plywood, because in the US you can get like really, really nice plywood. I mean, it's probably $100 a sheet now. We had to get 15 sheets, so that would have been a lot of money there. So it wound up, I think, costing me about $300. So we're going to custom make them, because we actually went and looked at cabinets here at like the Home Depot they have here. It's called City Hardware. But I went there yesterday and they have a full display. It's got granite countertops, these nice looking, like a dark walnut colored cabinet. And man, I tell you, a base cabinet for the bottom in your kitchen is 36 inches wide, 36 inches tall, and it is $300. And it is complete plastic. The whole thing, the frame is plastic. The cabinet, the doors, everything is plastic. I'm like, man, you got to be kidding me, man. So I haven't seen, I'm sure it is, I just haven't dug in deep enough yet, but I haven't found a custom cabinet making company yet here in Dumaguete. I'm sure there is. If anybody's got any feedback on that, I'd sure appreciate it, because I dig in deep when I go on a search. Like I say, yesterday I searched for, that's 10 hours. I was out there looking. In traffic, you do your best on the back of a motorcycle so you can get in and out and check this and check that. A lot of the places with the stone, they call it deco stone here, they don't have it in stock. It comes from Thailand, pretty much. From what I saw, the majority of it comes from Thailand, and it can take 4 to 6 weeks And that's a big if, you know, so I can't be held up in a project. It's just like anytime I build for tile, I'll get, you know, 10% more, 5 to 10% more, just in case it breaks, or, you know, they run out of stock, because there's nothing worse than to be in the middle of a project. And believe me, I've done it 1,000 times, where you get down to the very last and you are 1 or 2 tiles short, 1 or 2 pieces of stone short, you know, 1 or 2 pieces of baseboard. And definitely with plumbing, you know, with plumbing, I usually wind up just almost getting 25% more for the fittings, because I will use them again. So these are just points to take in here on the building aspect of things. Get your suppliers down, write it down, get their numbers, get their Facebook, get their chat, so you can get a hold of them. The swimming pool, they are laying the tile right now on it. It's kind of been slower than I thought, but welcome to Philippine time. They said it would be done in 3 weeks, and I think we're at day 10 now. So I don't really see it happening. So it's probably going to take another 2 to 3 weeks, which is okay, because we got to pour the driveway yet. We have some landscaping to do. I actually told them yesterday to come in and take them swimming pool forms out, because hell, man, they've been sitting there damn 3 weeks. You know, I'm like, man, you're fucking up your rotation here. You know, I am a person of order. You know, I have a set plan in my head of the way things move forward. Of course, 90% of the time here, it does not compute, but I will tell you this. I wouldn't say 90%. I'd probably say 40%. Does it 30% maybe it doesn't compute. US is 90%. It just does not fit. You can't put a circle in a square. Here, you know, the Philippines will always find a way, you know, for things. So yesterday was pressure tank and pump, looking at those. Also looking at water holding tank. Looking for voltage regulators, because the voltage here is unstable. One air conditioner I had actually has a fail safe on it, so if the volts drop too low, it will turn off automatically. And you have that with brownouts here. We call them blackouts in the US. But when the power comes back on, your surge is above 220 or 240. So, you know, if it surges too much, it can actually fry stuff. If your voltage is too low, it'll burn up stuff as well, because it's turning it not enough RPMs. So I kind of like that one. So I'm looking into that. Like I say, we got the stone yesterday, thank God. We're figuring out a pattern. These are for the columns. The tile is almost completely laid. It's just in laundry areas outside now. Gravel's coming in for the French drain. We got some exterior perimeter walls to paint, and it'll be touch-up paint inside, be crown mold baseboard and kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets, and then 2 doors, and we should have it pretty much wrapped up. And you know, the pool guys are doing their thing as well. So anyway, guys, just wanted to give you an update on those 2 things today, about school and about the build, how it's going right now with the weather and everything. I want to give a big shout out there to my homeboys back in South Carolina. Thomas Rhett Jumper, he is a homeboy of mine. We've known each other since grade school. Billy Whitmer, Brian Rucker, my other buddy in Arizona, Nick Green. He's a good, tight, close friend of mine. My Uncle Drake Riley. He's always there supporting me every day, you know. And I guess the biggest shout out would be to my wife, because she's over there working, and I'm over here working, and she'll be back in September. We're tracking down flights now, which I'll do another video on. She seems to have found one. Actually, a couple foreigners here found flight schedules here, and it's from Cebu City to LA is like $800. So you still got to get your jumper flight, so you'll probably pay another $400 or $500 for that. But I think that's still a lot better than what most people I'm hearing right now are talking about. We have several YouTubers here that are, I think, leaving for several months. Some of them are not YouTubers, good friends of mine here. Jeff, you know who you are, man, of course. Kevin, I'm not sure what he's going to do. He was talking about going back here in about 3 weeks and being gone for 3 or 4 months, whatever it takes in the U.S. Jeff's got to go back and work on some of his apartments. I think my friend Mark, he's talking about going back to see his family there for 3 weeks, 2 months, a month or something like that. So that's going to knock a lot of people out of the loop that we hang with. I still got my other homeboys here, Sam, my London, England mate. Yeah, he's my homeboy. And Ryan, who is exploring Siggy Hole right now. In the rainy season, he's an adventurist. So they'll be around, and Big Dave, I won't give out his last name. He's liable to damn come over here and terrorize the shit out of me. If he wants to do that, I'll let him. But yeah, we're going to do more barbecues. We actually have a little bit of footage. It was more of the after barbecue thing. It was us doing videos and singing. There is a channel here, and it is called Every Woman Has Her Story. And it's, you can look it up, but they had actually Jammer boxing a girl here, Daisy, and then I'm up here singing through me and Sherman are playing guitars and singing. It was kind of the aftermath of the barbecue, but I was so busy I didn't get a chance to even grab my camera because, you know, I'm flipping barbecue chicken and everything else, so, and getting everything prepared. So we will have plenty of time for those because it's definitely not going away. We hope everybody enjoys everything. It looks like the rain is starting again, and I'm getting ready to get my ass wet. So I'm gonna close, man. So all right, and right on, right on.